Jailbreak has over 100 cars in the game, reaching from driving snow shovels to Halloween themed cars, which I don't even know how to name them, to nice looking supercars based on stuff like the Bugatti Veyron and the Koenigsegg Jesko. With how many cars there are, it can be very confusing picking the right one for you, especially for beginners, but even intermediate people can experience a lot of trouble picking what car really suits them. Now this has prompted me to make a series where I'll be going through every car to try and help you figure out what one really suits you and is the best for you. I'll be going through them and basing them on a few different topics, which will be the top speed, the acceleration, the off-roading, the handling, the seating, their customization and their availability. They'll get rated on a scale of a 1 through 5 and get a final score in the end. I'm going to be starting this series off with probably the most well-known car in the whole game, which is going to be the Torpedo. I've chosen this car purely just because it's well known, and well, honestly, I quite like it. So let's get right into it. We're going to be starting off with performance, which first topic is going to be the top speed, which the Torpedo scores very well on. It's one of the very few cars that can hit 300 miles an hour without using any nitros, and with that it scores a good 5 out of 5 for just top speed. Sadly, its acceleration is not up to par with a lot of the newer cars, where it's going to be taking 2 seconds and 13 milliseconds to reach 100 miles an hour, and it takes nothing short of 4.5 seconds before it reaches 150 miles an hour. Now, this in no way makes the Torpedo a terrible car, but I do think that it would be unfair to give it a rating above 3. Now, I actually think that it's incredible at off-roading. Like, it's obviously not going to be as good as the monster truck or the Jackrabbit, but for the car that it is, it's absolutely incredible. I actually think that it deserves to get a good 4 out of 5 on off-roading. It's honestly pretty shit if you're driving through the city with it, and well, obviously if you don't drive that fast it's fine, but it doesn't have the acceleration to make up for you having to slow down in the corners, so I'd say a 3 is more than fair for the handling. Now, the seating is very simple. It seats 2 people, which is very average for jailbreak cars, and I think it deserves a 3 for that. Even though I really like the Torpedo, the customization is really not there. There's not a spoiler, it's not a secondary body color, you can't change the interior. I think it needs to be a 2 because that's just below average. But looking at the availability, well, honestly, it's the most expensive car in the game, being worth 31.5 million. It used to be worth significantly more, but now the demand has dropped, and honestly a lot of values have dropped a lot, but it's still the most expensive, and with that being said, I would have to give it a 1. Now all that we have left to do is count up all of the ratings, which is, for all of them combined, it's 21.
21? You stupid!
We're going to divide that by 7 for our final rating, which comes out to a 3 out of 5.